My Crow fam, I got a video for you guys. Today we're going to be talking about crypto.com, Crowcoin, and is it over? Is Crowcoin dead? What's going on with crypto.com and Cronos? Welcome back to the Crypto Report. I'm Maxi. I have another video for you guys. Today we're going to be talking about crypto.com and Crowcoin. So hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Let's hop in this video. All right, guys, so we are looking at the Crowcoin price chart right now, and a lot is going on here. So first things first I want to talk about is how, first off, it looks awfully bearish on Market Cypher on the daily. We're seeing the money flow extremely red here. Big red. And these big waves, last time we saw this, we were coming off of basically all the way back in March of 2024. After we consolidated in this area for a while, we broke down and we saw a significant time of red here. Let's measure from here. We were trading for nearly all the way for about 190 days before we saw a massive move to the upside, I may say. Now, does that mean that that has to play out exactly again right now? No, it doesn't. That's just one thing I'm looking at here. I also want to emphasize we do have a buy signal on Market Cypher on the volume. This is the daily time frame, and I have been saying, if you've been watching my videos, I made a breaking crypto news video yesterday, or if you remember and you watch it from today, I do think there's a good chance that altcoins are coming very close to a bottom here. The overall market sentiment is absolutely in the gutter, and I think that right now would be a good time to see a healthy bounce. Now, maybe not a continuation, but first things first, we got to get a bounce before we start talking about continuation. But right now, it does look like we're starting to bottom out here, but I've been saying for a while as well, this yellow line at 0.0830 cent level for Cronos is a magnet. Being above it, you usually can come up above it, but when you're near it, we come down to this, and when we're below it, I don't think that it's kind of like keeping a basketball underwater. I do not think that you can keep Crowcoin below 0.0830 cents for long. It usually bounces back up. It was a very key support level and a range that we're trading in for months and months and months. And when it's above it, I think that the magnet is to the upside to about 10 cents, but I really want to see us above 10 cents, guys. And we're going to be paying very close attention to where Cronos is headed here. But regardless, guys, there's lots of volatility in this space. I expect big moves to play out here this week. This week, right now, I expect big moves to start playing out, big volatile moves. And if you want to take advantage of that, guys, check out in the description box below or the pinned comment down below. We have a $5,000 sign bonus to Blowfin, as well as 15% off all trading fees for the lifetime of your account, guys. Take advantage of this, because right now I've been hedging short on a lot of my alt spot bags, but I do think that now's a time where I'm probably going to be closing a lot of my shorts. Not all of them, but I'm probably going to be taking some chips off the table, because it was the only reason why I was really shorting alts is because as a hedge against my spot positions that I haven't not taken profit along the way. And guys, I always preach you got to be taking profit along the way, but if you haven't, it might be a good idea to be hedging short on some alts. But I do think that right now maybe be a better opportunity to be looking for potential limit order buy the dip scenarios instead of shorting. I think that hedging, the hedge is a little bit overplayed right now. I think that right now we should be paying attention to a bigger bounce. But over on Crypto Twitter, you can follow me at 333blacksea. I say, is the Crow fam dead? And some interesting supplies. It riled a lot of you guys up. But guys, right now, Cronos is in the gutter. We saw hacks. We saw super low volume, which we'll take a look at shortly. And a lot of people are concerned. But I will say, shout out to Crypto West down here. He says, once Crow buyback and burn would change it all. One time, if crypto.com would do one Crowcoin market buyback and burn, it would change it all. And you guys, you know what I've been saying. If a market buyback and burn would literally cause so much speculation to come to Cronos, and there's no reason why they shouldn't be doing it. And they said they will be doing it, but they should really market buyback, and it should be significant. The reason why they weren't doing it before was because of the overall regulatory climate when it came to crypto, but now things are different, And now I think would be a fantastic time to be doing that. And if they did a big one, I think it would drive a lot of speculation to Crocoin, guys. I think it would be very, very exciting. We probably would see quite a large move to the upside. When you're looking at Cronos right now, we're staying at rank 42, down 14.19% in the past 7 days, and up about 2.96% in the past 24 hours, trading at a $2.5 billion market cap. All-time high this cycle has been a $5 billion, so we're about 50% down from the cycle high, around 20 cents, guys. Pretty significant, and $15 million 24-hour volume is pretty dead, and that's kind of why I said is CroFam dead, because there's not much activity on the chain. And yes, I know things are different right now. Altcoins are in the gutter, but Bitcoin is near $100,000. People will attribute that to Jerome Powell and quantitative easing not occurring yet, and they'll say it's the rate hikes. And there's a lot going on, but that's for another video. My breaking crypto news video, I'll put a link down below to it. I talk about why I think altcoins are hurting versus Bitcoin this cycle and this time around versus the previous cycles. But I also want to say that I say on crypto Twitter, day 88, bull posting Crocoin to $1. My Cro fam, like this if you're bullish on Cro and crypto.com. Do you think we will see a true altcoin season this cycle, or is it different this time? Let me know in the comment section below. Regardless, I know crypto.com will be successful. Time will tell if we see Crocoin get brought up with it. And there's a really, I'm not trying to throw some underhanded jabs, but I will say that I know that crypto.com is going to be successful here. They already are successful. They're starting to move over into America. I see that playing out in real time. They're starting to lean on becoming probably the biggest exchange in the world by doing that. The question is, do they bring Crocoin up with it? Or is Crocoin going to just stay as a reward coin instead of a gas fee, a utility coin? Is it going to just be a reward token for people with the cards? I really want to see some changes here for Crocoin. I'm not being a big bear. I'm just telling you guys what I'm seeing in the market and my fundamental analysis behind it. I am bullish on Crocoin when it is associated with crypto.com. When it is not associated with crypto.com, it changes my fundamental analysis on it a little bit. It changes my investment theory behind it. And right now, I know that crypto.com is trying to make Crocoin great again. Let's just see some of these deliverables. Let's see the Cronos Crocoin burn. Let's see how much they're going to burn. Are they going to burn 1 million coins, which would be nothing when you talk about 30 billion coins in circulation? Or are they going to burn 1 billion, 5 billion, 20 billion, something crazy like that? We saw BitGet, they did that. They burned, I think it was 50% of their supply, and we saw the token skyrocket. And I know that some people will say, oh, like, give them time to build. The burn is bad because you should just have more incentives to the builders. Guys, the only thing that matters is that the price goes up, okay? I'm pretty tired of hearing people saying, like, I'm in it for the tech. I'm in it for the tech. Guys, if you want the tech to succeed, guess what? You need the price to go up, okay? Like, please get that through your heads, guys. It's very important. I've been trading crypto in this ecosystem for nearly 10 years. Yeah, the price needs to go up, my friends. So when you look at the overall market right now, Bitcoin is trading at $97,000, basically 98K. Ethereum flirting with 2,700. Bitcoin dominance trading at 60.45%. When you exclude stablecoins, we're trading at basically like 62.5%, 63%. And I've been also seeing some people over on Twitter and whatnot saying that this is a shooting star candle, which is like a typically a bearish candle, like a bearish topping formation. I can kind of see it, except seeing this play out like this, that doesn't really make sense for that to be a shooting star candle. But I do think that it is somewhat of a blow-off top. And I do think that if we trade in this channel for a little bit longer, that we broke down out of this 2-year-long rising wedge. If we can break down out of this, then I'll say, yeah, very, very good for altcoins. But if we stay above in this level here for a long enough period of time, and we break above this, not good for alts, my friends. Then we're probably going to fill this, and that is not a shooting star candle anymore. So please pay very close attention to where Bitcoin dominance is going. Yes, we could come back to 65%, but I think that the probability of that is pretty low right now. We'll have to see what Jerome Powell does in this coming year because I do expect there to be a pivot in 2025 to quantitative easing. And the question is, will it be enough or will it be too little too late? I'm really curious to see how that plays out. When you look at the entire crypto market cap right now, we are still testing the previous cycle high, which I do not really like to see that. We have never seen something like this play out when you break above the previous cycle high, coming back and testing this. We have never seen that before. And something I want to emphasize as well, when you look at this, I put a little yellow line here for 123 weeks at 123 weeks. This is basically when the start of the green money flow on Market Cypher began and when it ended. So we have about 123 weeks, in my opinion, till we get near the cycle low of this cycle. What I'm talking about in the bear market. So we have about, so if you were to measure from here, let's see from where we're at. Just so like, because people are calling for the top. I do not think that the top is in just yet. I think that the bottom of this market will probably be in about 378 days, maybe a little bit longer. But I do think that the party will be over before then, but I do think that there is time. It can go for a while, guys. We can go much longer here. It does not have to end right now. I don't really think that that's really going to play out, especially when you look at Bitcoin as well. You can see something I did as well as I measured from the halving to the cycle high, and you have two different outcomes. So when you look at the previous cycle high back in May 11th, 2020, and you measure from that halving to the first cycle high, it's about 48 bars, so 48 weeks, okay? And you measure where we're at right now from the cycle, or from the halving, excuse me, we are about 41 bars, so 41 weeks. So we are getting close to the previous cycle's cycle high, but also we had a double top, and people like to say that people that are up in arms whether or not November 15th, 2021 was the cycle high or not, because they say it was pushed up by leverage. FTX did it, this, that, the other. It did have a higher price, okay, guys? So let's just measure that for fun. From the halving to that cycle high was about, you're talking about 79 weeks, 553 days, okay? So where could that bring us now from the cycle we're in right now? 553 days, right? Let's measure from the halving to 553 days. That would be bringing us to about here into October. And, you know, a lot of people are talking about, hey, we're not going to see altcoin season until Q4 2025. I find that hard to believe, but I think it's possible based on past cycle events. I think it's possible, but I would be reluctant to. I am reluctant to say this, but I need to say this, that there is a chance that the top is close for Bitcoin. It is close. It really depends on what you want to call the top back here. Like for fun, let's look back at 2017 as well. See if we can get a better idea. If we could get some more clarity on the last cycle based on this. So if you were to measure from the halving here to the cycle high, we are talking about 528 days. So that would be correlated well with in 2021, November 2021. So that the 552, 556 days, that could be more appropriate. So we could be looking at waiting to reach cycle high for Bitcoin by October of 2025. But I will say, the longer this train goes on, the more cautious you need to be and the more proactive you need to be about taking profits, guys. If you stuck around this far, please go follow me at 333blacksea on Instagram. If I can reach 1,000 followers in the next 48 hours, I will give one of you guys $1,000 so you can buy this altcoin dip, because I think there is a good chance that we are very close to the bottom for altcoins. I do not think that the cycle is over, and I do think that altcoins will have quite a big run up. Now the question is, what altcoins? Well, we're going to have to figure that out as time goes on, but alts will have their day, guys. They will have their day. Now, back to Crocoin, I really want to emphasize that I'm bullish on Crow. I'm bullish on Crow, but man, I'm bullish on crypto.com. And I don't own any equity in crypto.com. Maybe I should look into buying some equity, because I'd feel much more comfortable owning equity in crypto.com right now than I would Crocoin. Now, I'm not trying to be a mega bear, but I'm just being transparent. That's how I feel about Crow right now. I want crypto.com equity. I want to invest in crypto.com and not really Crowcoin. Crowcoin is not like owning crypto.com like how it used to be when it first came out. It was so correlated to crypto.com, and when crypto.com was successful, Crowcoin would go up. It's a little bit different now. Guys, if you like this type of content, I know this is kind of a longer video, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel right now. Check out Blowfit in the description box below or the pinned comment down below. 15% off all trading fees. Great way to be making some extra money during these volatile times, especially for range bound. But I do think that this range we've been trading in is going to be solved probably in the next week here, maybe even this week. So we got to be paying very close attention to that. But that's all I got for you guys. I'll see you next one. Bye-bye.